Hello, everyone. So today I have Professor Dr. S.K. Bareja, who is a quality professional and management faculty for operations management and logistics and supply chain management at JIMS Kalkaji, New Delhi. He's ISO 9001 certified lead auditor and has 40 years of experience, 38 years in industry and 2 years in education academia. And he has mainly been at National Council for Cement and Building Materials, where he headed the departments. He has successfully led many research and consultancy projects for cement and process industry and Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. So during his tenure in industry, he has received training from Professor Kano under JICA program in Japan in total quality control and standardization activities, and has also won several awards, including 6 Best Paper Awards at international seminars. So I'm glad to have you here with Sir. I welcome you on board. Thanks a lot for joining, and thanks a lot for giving time to us. Okay, so that the students get motivation from you on what education they can pursue, what skill sets they can pursue besides the besides the education system that we have. So the topic for today is, what are the skill sets that are missing besides the certificates and the diplomas that are being offered? Okay, so welcome you, sir, here.
Thank you so much, Ms. Bakha, for the nice introduction. And the topic which you are discussing today, it's very, very contemporary and relevant from the students' point of view. I see that a lot of students today are very worried about the placements also. And they are, of course, they are getting the best of the education in the country. And we have the rating of the institutions also. And as far as the institutes are concerned, they have their curriculum and they are imparting the knowledge to them. And they have, if we see the overall scenario, I'm not talking about the A-grade institutions or the IITs, overall our education system is good. And faculty also is very good. And most of them are doctorates also, or aspiring to become and acquire the doctorate degree. So as far as the knowledge goes, they are being imparted the knowledge, best of the knowledge, and institutes have the interaction with the industry also, but not to that level.
Okay.
So one thing is that when the institutes don't have that much of industry interaction, internship is given, but that is of short duration for 2 months or so. Like you see in the medical profession or the engineering profession, the students have to undergo 5 to 6 months internship training. But in the PDM programs and MBAs, they have lesser time and they are not able to actually learn the skills which are required.
Okay. Yeah.
So the skill sets which I feel are missing, they don't have the industry interaction. They should work on live projects with the industry, and they should not take up the rut-of-the-mill projects. Like I've seen students taking up projects related to the FMCG industry or the e-commerce and all that, and repeatedly they're taking that on. Now you tell me, if a company like Berger Paints comes to the institute, what they'll be looking for? They'll be looking for students which are having engineering background, or even if they are not having engineering background, science background. If not science, even the commerce background also will do. Depends on the vacancy which they are having. So they are the way that they are planning to recruit the students for the particular position. So they should have the idea about the process industry. Like Berger Paints, they should have the idea about the process industry. So students first should look at the website of the company before they are appearing for the interview. So you have to go to the website of the company. Yes, and there you'll find the range of products, the company administration, the management system they have, the kind of awards they have won and all that, who are their clientele. And they should have the full idea. they will develop the information, they will get the information about the company and the industry profile and overall the scenario in the country or the world, even the global scenario they have to know. So first is the information gap that is there. So when the students do the case studies, these have to be relevant to the field they are choosing actually. Okay, so they should acquire that knowledge.
Right.
And second thing is that when they go for internship, one thing we should know that students are being recruited at the most basic level. We always talk about the leadership, but when they go to the basic level, what they should do, they should have the team working skills. They have to learn there. So their attitude for learning is very, very important. Unless they learn during the first 6 months of their placement, they cannot move forward. So there is no question of having the ego. They have to work in the teamwork fashion. And rather than becoming a leader, they have to become follower actually at the basic level. Then today's followers can become tomorrow's leaders. If they want to become leader today, they cannot move forward. So working in teamwork, in teams, that is very important. And the right attitude for that.
But sir, who will teach them to work in team? Who has to guide them to work in team? Who will guide them?
Yes, there are cases and there are ways of this thing, teaching them how to work in teams. I am myself working in the quality field. So what I do, I emphasize on teamwork always. And there are tools for that, like 7QC tools are there. And there are tools for verbal data. Now we know about the quality circles in the companies, in the process industry and the other industries, and the old core sector also. There are quality circles are there. There they have to, the students, means the employees, they have to work in teams, identify the projects for improvement and make the presentations in quality circles. So this team working can be built within the class itself. When we take the students for group discussion, we hold the group discussion sessions. There we see that the tendency of one-upmanship, even that during group discussion, debate, etc., students should first listen what is the topic and allow each other to speak, others also to speak. So group discussion itself is that is a very good tool, very good opportunity also for working in team. Then there is brainstorming. Suppose we take up a topic in the class and ask them to brainstorm and come and arrive for a solution for that. So they should work in teams, and special classes can be held for imparting the team working skills. I myself, during my training in Japan, I won the team award also, as well as the individual award for the team activity. We had their problem solving, and I worked in a team. We formed a company called Excel. I named it Excel, and we have 5 of us, and our team won the award. Okay, so that was on operations management itself. So working in team is very important with such simulation and all that. That was the project was of simulation with paper gliders. So simulation exercises can be held in the class, but the time has to be there. If we have the trimester system and if we are engaging the students in number of activities every day, then it is not possible.
Right.
So we have to pay attention to practical exercises along with the theoretical, and the curriculum sometimes is very large and students are not able to cope up to.
Wow, so this is so nice to hear from you. Right, so that means the institutes, the universities should focus on outsourcing such things, such activities to organizations, to people who are dealing with such activities, okay, who can teach students teamwork and who can give them some simulation exercises wherein the student learns how to work in a team and how to collaborate and how to excel.
Yes, right. Yeah, collaboration is very important, right? You said rightly, collaboration, they have to learn how to collaborate. We have the team activities in GEMS also. They organize so many activities and they come up, but repeatedly doing that only also is not the solution, because there also you will find they want to show their leadership skills, they can manage, of course they can manage, but the same set of students should not be allowed to conduct all the activities also. We have to give chance to each and every student. That is also more important. Out of 60 students, how many students are getting the chance? we have to see that every student has some skill that has to be identified, and they
Exactly.
should be groomed accordingly. Their positive should be brought out.
Yeah. So that means individual attention is more important, wherein we consider
Yes,
every individual special and we work on every individual, which
yes.
which I think in institutes, in universities where there is mass, where we give degrees in masses, somewhere
Mhm.
lacuna, somewhere it is missing. So more of quality is required. Since you are in quality, you have always been in quality. So I think you understand this the most, that how much quality is important uh, uh, for each student to get placed. So content is very important, that the student should actually have content in him or her. That is what is quality. So
Yeah.
that grooming
This,
has to be done for each
yeah. That is what is about quality in education. Means we don't expect students to be perfect, but
student.
we have to groom them, and every student should have the confidence to face the world in future, because they are all paying equal fees. One thing, when they are all paying equal fees and they are all PGDM students, why should they all get the same attention? All the students are not extroverts. There might be some introverts also. Many are introverts. When they are getting selected, they are not having the equal capabilities. So
Right.
every student should be allowed to showcase his capabilities, and wherever the capabilities are lacking, they should be built. Second thing is that when the recruiters come, they look for the abilities.
Mm,
So you can impart quality education.
mm,
First thing, good faculty, good teaching hours, good curriculum, not lot of workload. Like everybody talks about the school education, the school bag weight should be reduced, but nobody talks about the college education.
right.
There also you have to have lesser curriculum,
Mm,
lesser workload of files and the sort files and all that. Now they learn with the help of this
video
computers and laptops only. So lesser of that, and they should be allowed to get. There should be more student engagement in the class. So
right.
more of quality education, and capabilities, of course, should be built, and also the ability should be identified. Ability should cannot be built in one day. That is a very, students have to be consistent themselves.
Mm,
If they have the abilities for the future,
mm,
when the companies come, they look for the abilities. They think, okay, GEMS is giving. They are not looking for super intelligent students.
mm,
They want students who can work in teams, who have the right attitude, and
mm,
who have the ability to meet the future challenges.
right.
When we say that students have to be future ready, what do we mean by that?
Right.
Future ready means they have to meet the challenges of the future.
Right.
Future uncertainties, there will be ups and downs in the company's
Yes.
trajectory, and
Yes.
there will be ups and downs in their careers also.
Right.
So to put it mildly, everybody says, means the word which everybody understands is they should have high EQ. So emotional quotient is also very
Right.
important, but their inner strength to meet the challenges,
Mm. So,
their own novelty, innovative thinking is also very important. Innovative thing, they should come up with the ideas and work in teamwork.
yeah. So, like you said it so well, that school education is very well structured, wherein in school education we pay attention to each and every individual child, and we
Mhm.
work on what you said is emotional intelligence, empathy, where we teach empathy to students. Okay, and
Mhm.
student interaction is also very emotional. So that is somewhere missing in the higher education, that is in college education and universities. So the college education has to be more structured. It has to
Yes.
get more structured. Yeah, so sir, I really liked what you said, and it was so nice to hear all this. So, so do you think that the new education policy can facilitate this? The new
Yes.
education policy has.
Yes. New education policy is this thing. Actually, I'll say it's a path breaking now. It has happened, and there is a lot of emphasis on blended learning first in that, and industry interaction. And at the basic level, they are talking about teaching in the regional languages. So
Hmm.
this is going to change when the students come up. It will not change overnight. Say in the next decade or so, you will see the difference. In the next 5 years or 10 years, you will see that really the difference. But when we talk about the industry collaboration, so that is going to make difference. And for that, colleges, they themselves have to take the initiative for that. So industry is also not sitting just like that. They don't have that time that much. But whenever we send the students for industry interaction and internship, we should take care that they are really learning and helping the company management in doing some problem solving and working in the projects, because that is the real learning, and company also can get something out of the students then.
Right, right.
So industry university collaboration is very important, like in US they have, but we are missing that in India. Apart from some IITs and A-class institutions, we don't see that much. It is lacking in management institutions.
So I think even this, I think this parents need to pursue the institutes. This parents need to realize the importance of this new education policy. The parents and the students together need to realize the importance of this industry interaction, and they will pursue the institutes. Then only the universities and colleges will come up with this new education policy where there is more of industry interaction. So yeah, so I think the students need to
Yes.
go proactive with this for the new education policy to get implemented.
Students should have the right focus. Actually, they should not be eager to get the job first. They think the students, many of the students think that they are doing MBA for placement only.
Right.
First, they should learn. They should spend time on internship and wait for the right opportunity. First, they have to build themselves. They have to ready for the placement. Just like that, within the first 6 months or first year, if they are hoping for the placement and they are going, then there is no point in going for a management education. They have to complete the education, and colleges should pay attention to that also. That is very important.
Yeah,
they have to
so
work in the industry.
I really liked when you said that they need to become followers. They should be always ready to learn
Yes.
rather than being leaders. Always, because all the jobs that are coming up. Okay, so they need them to work in team and collaborate, and always wherein they are ready for a continuous learning is very important.
Yes.
Rather than
Very.
yeah, so wherein they are
Management skills plus the technical skills also. They should have the management skills. They should have the technical skills also. Whatever the new concepts are coming, they have learned so lot. Everybody have learned so much during this year, and because of this COVID-19, and new technology is coming, so they have to be ready with that. They should be first tech savvy, all of them. That is very important, and that ability to learn the new this thing. The students which are going for this tech companies, they should know they should have the technical skills. A lot of technical skills are required. So technical skills plus management skills and the ability to work in the team, these three things are very important. Plus, if they are having one more thing is there, I would like to say, if the students who are coming for PGDM, if they have some prior industry experience, that will be really very nice actually. And I have seen the students who come up with, after this, having some 2 or 3 years experience in that industry, they are faring much better, and they have better attitude also. They are not going for the job, they have come here to learn. Actually, PGDM is for learning and knowing the subjects well, so they have to score good marks in the subjects. We don't want very intelligent actually also students, but smart. They should know the situation, the current situation and the future also. Smart in that sense, not in dressing and confidence only and all that. They should be smart to face the world.
Yes, okay. So, sir, as you said, that students need to be more smart, more innovative. Okay, so innovation
Yes.
is important. It is not just the presentation. That is presentation here. I'm talking about the dressing and all. Content is important, wherein they have the skills. And in these times of COVID, I think everybody has got a good opportunity to learn more, okay, learn more of courses. So that has been a good opportunity wherein one can enroll in more courses and study more and acquire more of technical skills. Because when one is sitting at home, one can actually study more. because the person does not need to go physically to the college or the university or the institute. So they can actually be paying all that time to learning, in acquiring some new skill, a technical skill, more of a technical skill, and also the management skills. Yeah.
One more thing I would like to add here, just to interrupt. Content, as you said, is very important. Okay, and students don't have the reading habits also.
They
If they
don't
have
have
the reading habit,
reading
reading habits they don't have. They will take the PDF files or search the internet. They're dependent on the internet.
habit.
So they have to read the books, subject books, and otherwise newspapers also. Then only they can have the content in themselves. So if they have the content, they have the right personality. Right personality in terms of knowledge they are having and some experience of facing the world they have. And that comes with, I used to tell the students, you should have the aura actually.
Yeah.
When you come up for the interview should know that there is some content in you, and you are having the knowledge, experience, and when you speak and when you answer the questions, it will be reflected.
It will be reflected.
So they have to have a innovative thinking, and they should develop themselves actually. They have to read a lot. They have to read a lot. They have to watch the news. They should know what is happening around the world. Then only they will be super confident also.
Yes, thank you. So thanks a lot. So, sir, do you think there are already some institutes and there are people who are expert with all this who can actually deliver how students can be more smart, how students can be working in a team more collaborative, and how students can be more innovative? So, do we have some such things already existing outside, wherein the students can join, or it can be imbibed in the curriculum by the universities and colleges?
Yes, there are colleges but they focus, and the faculty also are there, and some companies are also there. They take the sessions on personality development. But
Yeah.
as you know, that personality development they will impart, they will groom them for becoming more confident, or
Yeah.
communication skills. Communication skills are very important. They should take the communication classes seriously. They
Yeah.
should be very good communicators, not only in terms of the language, but communicating what they want to communicate. Content.
Yeah.
So that is the this thing
That's enough.
that is
That is it.
icing on the cake. That
Yeah.
is icing on the cake. But
Yeah.
when how the content is developed by reading, by meeting more people, better people, and good personalities, and they should watch. They can watch the videos, they can watch the TV also, and the college also should organize the meets actually. When the people come, good people come, reputed people come from the industry, they come for guest lectures. So apart from the guest lecture, there should be opportunity for the students to interact at one-to-one level with them.
Right.
That is also one way.
Yeah.
So when you come in contact with the superior people, reputed people, those who have won the world, when the
Who are
opportunity is given to
successful.
the students, they feel motivated, and that aura actually that is reflected on the students also.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Just to give one example, once I met Dalai Lama by chance,
Hmm.
and the whole scene around me changed. Just all of a sudden, he disappeared. He appeared. I was sitting in lobby in a hotel, Radisson in Delhi, and he appeared. He was in his room, and he appeared, and all the press photographers came over there. They were interviewing, and I was also standing them awestruck there, and it was awesome actually. Means the whole atmosphere changed, positive vibration. So when you come in contact with good people,
Right.
wise people, you
Yeah.
also develop the aura. So they should have more exposure actually,
Yeah.
more exposure to meeting the wiser people.
Wise people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for this wonderful session, this discussion. It has really it has given a lot of insight on what are the skill sets that are required by the students. Because these days students are really confused. They are going through a lot of confusion, and they do not have a clarity on where should they work on themselves, because it is not just about personality development. Okay, it is not just about presentation, but it is also more about teamwork, collaboration, innovation, content, okay, and having that positive vibes and aura. Uh,
Yes.
So meeting more of wise people and learning from people who are already successful, so getting knowledge from those people.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for this session. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you, Ms. Baka.